So, I had thought that when it came to DEI that it was slowly on its way out. And it kind of is. You know, DEI has started to take a backseat in this modern day, especially ever since, you know, Trump moved into the White House in terms of America and in pop culture. And especially even in the gaming industry, it's starting to go on its way out. But it is still making its ways around in some parts of Hollywood. And this right here is a great example of it making its way. Because there is a historical musical being Jesus Christ Superstar. This musical has been run since 1971. So it was originally made as a concept album back in 1970. And then since 1971, it has been a musical that has made its ways around the world several times, from Broadway to the UK to all the way here in Australia as well, just last year, and also all the way into this year as well. But now there's going to be a version of it at the Hollywood Bowl, where Jesus Christ is going to be played by Cynthia Erivo, a black, bald woman. The reason why this is DEI, and it's very, very obvious, is because in this day and age of Hollywood and in pop culture, whenever someone of color is brought in to a role that's historically known to be someone that's a man or someone that's known to be white, is that whenever someone of color is brought into it, it's obviously for diversity reasons. I mean, that's the reason why there's been a lot of this over the last few years, and people have just gotten sick of it over time. And I feel like with this, as you can see in all my videos, I always wear a cross. I was baptized, you know, when I was younger as Greek Orthodox. I am a Christian myself. And me, when I see this as absolute bullshit. And I find this is absolute disrespectful towards Christianity itself. Now Cynthia Erivo claims to be a practicing Christian. She says that she is Roman Catholic. If you were Roman Catholic, if you yourself were a Christian, you would see why this is absolutely just ridiculous and stupid. And it's making a mockery of the religion itself. Because if you had to do this with any other religion, you did this with Judaism, and especially if you had to do this with Islam. Oh my God, if they made a musical about Muhammad and they changed either Allah or Muhammad's gender to like a female, you know that whole entire Hollywood Bowl would be blown up by the end of the night. Like, that's not even like a hate thing. That's just facts of what would happen. But because it's Christianity, we can do whatever we want. We can change the gender. We can change the race of Jesus. Why is it that they always feel the need to want to do something like this? Why is it that we can't have historical characters that look like they are? And obviously when it comes to Jesus, no one knows exactly what the man looked like. Obviously not, because it was over 2,000 years ago when Jesus Christ was alive. But we still know that Jesus was a man. I mean, he's called the fucking Son of God. What are they going to call it in this musical? Are they going to call it the Daughter of God? Is that what they're going to do? And then we also know that Jesus was in the Middle East. So he was a Jewish man, and he's most likely Middle Eastern. That's what he was. But we're just going to turn Jesus Christ into a black woman. Yes, because why the hell not? And the thing that annoys me even more is that this isn't the first time that we've seen these inserts in recent time as well. I mean, we all remember the Queen, what was it? Queen of Cleopatra, I think it was, where they tried to claim that the Macedonian Greek woman, who also had a little bit of Persian and supposed Iranian ancestry in her as well, but predominantly was Macedonian Greek, was a black woman. They literally, in the trailers, they tried to say no matter what you were told in school, Cleopatra was a black. No, she wasn't. Why the hell are they trying to do something like this? And then also in recent times, where we see a character named Snow White, the literal name, her name is Snow White because her skin is white as snow, and we see her being race swapped as well. Why do we have stuff like this? Why is it that we always feel the need to want to race swap and gender swap all these characters? And it's like, if it happened here and there, And it was because, oh, we couldn't find anyone who was predominantly like good enough for this role, so we went with this person. Then it'd be like, oh, yeah, that's absolutely fine. But the fact that we constantly see examples of this, it's just like, what, out of all the actors that are in Hollywood, people who are up and coming, you can't find someone that looks the role, that looks like we have historically known for this person to be all this time. I mean, like I said, Jesus Christ Superstar has been running since 1971. Every single person who has played Jesus Christ has been a man. Since 1971, every single person has been a man. And you know what? If we're going to do this, why don't we just make Mary a dude? Why not? They might as well. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they did. They make Mary a dude and say that, oh, the Mary who's now a man, we'll call him Mario. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, he can give birth to Jesus Christ that's now a girl. You know what? I'm not surprised if we're all that far off doing stuff like that. And what really disappoints me about all this as well, when it comes to like these race and gender swaps, is that you never see it the other way around. Never have I ever seen a historically black female character been changed to a white man. Because you know that happened. If that had to happen, there would be so much uproar that company would probably end up going bankrupt because their building would end up being burned down by the end of the day. Like, that's what would happen. And that's what disappoints me and pisses me off even more, is that, like, we can mock things like Christianity. We can race swap these white men into, like, you know, black women or, you know, Asian women or whatever, any type of like so-called minority group. But all of a sudden, if we had to do it the other way around, then there would be an uproar about it. Or then it would be a big no-no. And we don't see that. Like, never have I ever seen in the past few years, every single time it's a race swap or a gender swap, it's always one way. If it went both ways, then I'd kind of just be like, you know what? Then it's fine. It's going both ways. It happens all the time. I'm not too fussed about it. Whatever. It kind of like, you know, it is what it is. But the fact that it's only happening one way with everything, and now it only happens with Christianity. Everyone mocks Christianity on the fucking daily. But no, we can't mock any other religions. God forbid we mock Judaism. God forbid that we mock Islam. God forbid we mock Hinduism. God forbid we mock Buddhism. God forbid we mock anything else. But Christianity, if we want to race swap all the characters in that, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We want to race swap Jesus Christ, Judas, Mary, whatever. We want to gender swap all of them. Whatever. Let's go ahead and let's do that. Hell yeah, let's do it. No, stop it. It's getting ridiculous. And a lot of people are obviously offended by this and obviously sick and tired of stuff like this. And you know what? I think it's absolutely fair enough. I think that everyone has the right to be annoyed with this, especially the fact that now it's gotten into Christianity. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. And this whole entire like diversity shit has got to stop. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys think about all this down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.